Hello, Patriots. We're going to go over some things right here. This is lawyer Sidney Powell. This is a Trump lawyer talking about Democrats use the Dominion machines to steal votes. I didn't know just how deep and embedded that the Dominion system is. Uh, it's a Dominion Systems is the company that owns the software that erroneously gave Trump 6,000 votes, or took 6,000 votes from Trump and gave them to Biden. An oddity if the voting machines had passed the FEC security check means if they passed that security check, how did those switch? Dominion Voting Systems is a Canadian-based company. Actually, it's in with a headquarters in Denver. Dominion's footprint is in 28 states. Listen to that, 28 states. Half of our states are with Dominion Voting. 9 top 20 counties and 4 top 10 counties. It ranks as the second largest voting machine manufacturer, serving 40% of the U.S. voters, and that is now under legal scrutiny. Now, what you've got to understand about Dominion voting systems is the simple fact that there's an issue here. Votes were changed. Now, were they manually changed by hand, or were they done with some kind of backdoor getting into it? This in and of itself, just this right here, with the votes being changed, I don't care what anybody says on mainstream media, there's absolutely no proof of voter fraud. Well, let me tell you something. When 6,000 votes get taken from one person and switched to another, that is fraud. We've got to figure out and get to the bottom of it. Point blank, period. There's no question about it. And ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox News just keep turning away and looking the other way and saying, there is nothing out there. There is nothing out there, but there is. Okay, another thing I want to go over real quick. Um, Fully and highly recommend this documentary. I watched it last night on Amazon, The Plot Against the President. This is basically a play by play of everything that happened from right before he took presidency and up to the late last year. This is a great documentary. It covers step by step how the Democratic Party tried to take down Trump with the Steele report, with the Russian dossier, with the Mueller report, and just how crooked McCabe and Comey truly are. If you sit down and look at this, if you watch this documentary right now on the heels of what is happening right now, you will truly understand what the Democratic Party is trying to do and how they're trying to do it. So I suggest you, when you get a chance tonight, take a couple hours out of your time, sit down and watch it from beginning to end, and you will definitely understand play by play how they tried to pull it off, who got paid, where the money went, who dispersed the money, who gained, who lost, and just how crooked the inner workings of the FBI truly is. Take your time, watch it. It's definitely a Patriot pick. Uh, Let me know what you think. Just wanted to put something together for y'all real quick. I don't think people really understand or realize how long this has been going on. What I want you to do for me real quick is think. Think back to a couple weeks before the election. It was COVID 19, COVID 19, COVID 19, all the way up until the night of the election. Now you don't hear about it anymore. Now think about all the boarding up. Think about all the businesses everywhere putting plywood on their businesses and covering their windows. This was pre planned. Mainstream media knew about it. People in the background knew about it. This is just an extension of what the Democrats have been doing since 2016. So bear with me. What we had here was mainstream media, including Fox News, trying to get this election called as quickly as possible for Biden. They wanted to get him to 270 as quick as possible. If that failed, they knew that there would be kickback, so they wanted the businesses to be protected. They knew about this in advance. The media knew about it in advance. Somebody was telling these businesses about it in advance. This goes all the way back to the Steele dossier. This goes back to the Mueller report. This goes back to Russian collusion. This is just a different way for the Democrats to try and attack and try and pull off a coup d'etat. If you don't believe me, go search it up yourself. I mean, this was pre planned, and anybody that doesn't see that is just lying to themselves. Now, what do? What do we do as patriots? What do we do? We've got to get on the phone. We've got to get on email. We've got to notify congressmen. We've got to notify our representatives and tell them they need to get their asses up and stand for our president. Do everything in their power to stand for our president. Because if we don't, nobody else will. You've got Kayleigh McEnany a couple days ago trying to give a briefing on what is going on and how they're trying to be transparent with everything that they do. Media just cuts away from her. Unfounded allegations, unfounded allegations. The press secretary for the President of the United States is being silenced. And everybody seems to be fine with it. Well, I'm not. Listen, Patriots, you're on this for a reason. You're looking at this video right now for a reason. We've got to find a way to come together, whether we're on Parler, whether we're on Twitter, wherever we are, we've got to find a way to come together and let it be known that we are not going to stand for this. We must do everything in our power to stop this